Zelda II, The Adventure of Link, was a side-scrolling action RPG.
Ganon's minions are trying to kill you so they can sprinkle your blood on the ashes of Ganon and make him come back to life. So when you die, you see the silhouette of Ganon laughing, and you hear him laughing. It scared the crap out of me as a kid. Scared the crap out of it still scares me.
The overworld map is what you use to move around between villages and different palaces in Zelda, and in that way it resembled the first, the original game in the series. But all the towns, all the palaces were side-scrolling.
I always preferred the top-down perspective of Zelda, and I think it was really hard for me to get used to the new side-scrolling levels on here.
You had a magic meter, you could actually level up, walk around in town and talk to NPCs, so it was very much like an RPG.
Basically, you gain experience points, and you can use those experience points to increase your health, your magic, or your attack power.
You also can gain magic spells along the way. Going to a village, you meet a wizard who would give you a new spell to use, and these spells are very useful. They could make you stronger, they could...
Turn you into a fairy?
It's an oddball in the series, but I really enjoy it. It is a hard game. It's probably one of the hardest games in the series, I would say.
The game gets so hard so early. Like the first stage is not too hard, but then right after that comes Death Mountain, and it's the hardest friggin' part of the whole game.
The battle in Zelda 2 was very challenging, especially the Iron Knuckles. Like, it took forever to beat them because they'd block every time you'd stab at them. It took forever.
The fleshed out combat added with the fact that you could get spells and that you had experience points really makes this the most RPG-like Zelda that they've ever made.
I remember at the time when it was released, it was a badge of honor for people to say what they've gotten to or whether they beat it or because it was so tough. Yeah. It was Nintendo hard.
Just like the original, the sequel has a really great soundtrack that's just about as memorable as the first.
When these games came out, we only had one prior game. These just seemed like natural evolutions. Now that we have a whole lineage of games that play more similarly to first entries in the series or whatever, it's easy for someone to look back and knock these games.
Even though this game was so different and people like me didn't really give it a chance at the time, I'd kind of like to see Nintendo give this another shot. I think it'd be neat to see a new Zelda game done in a side-scrolling style.